Hello, I am César González and I'm presenting the paper about open data accessibility based on voice commands, written by me, Irene Garrigós, Jose-Norberto Mazón, Sven Casteleyn, and Sergio Firmenich. First of all, we are going to introduce the context and then the main goal of the research. After that, I am going to explain in detail the whole proposal, followed by a demonstration of the approach. Finally, we are going to reach some conclusions. Nowadays, in open data portals such as DataGov, a great amount of data is being published. This open data is generally accessed by data enthusiasts. Data enthusiasts are those non-technical users without programming skills who are willing to consume data in order to answer domain-specific questions. Although governments and institutions that create open data portals generally adopt publishing guidelines, the accessibility of open data on these portals remains an issue, especially for those data enthusiasts with visual disabilities. For example, in most open data portals, such as the European Data Portal, users must search for data by choosing one of the available categories in the screen or by entering a search term, which may be difficult to find in the screen. After searching by category or term, a complete list of datasets is shown, from which users can access to a specific dataset's web page. Finally, in this datasets page, a great deal of information and metadata is available, including the links to the dataset's contents and the access to these external resources. Therefore, without any help, visually impaired data enthusiasts find it hard to obtain data from these open data portals. The main goal of this research is to help data enthusiasts easily access open data from portals by offering them a voice interface to interact with. Although there are available different solutions, such as screen readers, users still experience barriers while accessing this open data because they do not offer special support for these portals by considering their specific structure. Therefore, we believe that our proposal may reduce this gap between visually impaired data enthusiasts and open data in portals. Our proposal is a web augmentation framework for accessibility for open data. This framework uses web augmentation techniques to extend any website at the client, but it is specifically designed to extend open data portals to enable voice operations. The system proposes a predefined set of accessibility operations based on different popular standards: the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, the Data Catalog vocabulary to consider web open data portals structure, and seeking to better access open data from portals. Therefore, our approach can work with open data portals based on DCAT, such as the European Data Portal. The list of voice commands is offered to fulfill different objectives aligned to the DCAT standard of portals. First of all, a set of operations are offered to help users find relevant data, dealing with lists of datasets and different filters to be applied. Then, operations that deal with dataset metadata are offered. Moreover, operations that deal with datasets content help visually impaired users to get tabular contents. And finally, there are some operations that improve the accessibility of or the user experience. Here is the complete list of voice commands organized by the previously mentioned categories. The most important operations are going to be exemplified with a demonstration, but it is important to note that these operations are offered because they cover the backbone of the DCAT standard used in open data portals, including operations that deal with the catalog, the dataset, and the distribution. Now we are going to see a brief demonstration of the approach in the European Data Portal. First of all, we are going to install the system to access the European portal search for a specific data, and finally access these data contents. First, we need to install Wafra for Open Data, which consists of a script developed in JavaScript that works in the browser extension TamperMonkey. After installing this extension, we can now install our script from Greasy Fork. And after installing this script, we can access the European Data Portal and activate the Wafra for Open Data. So here is the portal, and now we activate the extension.
Welcome to data.europa.eu. The voice commands available are welcome, search category.
As you can see, once you enter the web page, the Wafra for Open Data reads aloud the available voice commands. Well, in this example, we are going to search for a specific open data about street lighting in the Camden Council. Search Camden Street Lighting.
Performing the search and redirecting to the results page. Welcome to Camden Street Lighting, data.europa.eu.
Now, Wafra for Open Data has redirected us to the results page with a list of available datasets related to the search. In this page, users can apply many different voice commands, such as the results command, to know the title of the first obtained datasets. Results.
The results are 1. Street lighting, 2. Street lighting Fingal, 3. Flat roofs in the Netherlands bag, 4. Public lighting DLR.
As the user is interested in tabular data, the voice command add filter is used to know available filters. Add filter.
The available filters are data scope, country, catalog, categories, keywords, scoring, format, license.
Add filter format.
The available values for the filter format are WFS, CSV, WMS, HTML, JSON, GML, etc.
Add filter format CSV.
Applying the filter and redirecting to the updated results page.
After applying a filter to search for tabular datasets in CSV format, we need to listen again the results obtained. Results.
The results are 1. Street lighting Fingal, 2. Public lighting DLR, 3. Street lighting Dublin City, 4. Camden Street lighting, 5. Street.
Now we can notice that the dataset Camden Street Lighting is interesting for us, so we want to access their web page by using Choose For.
Accessing the dataset and redirecting to its page. Welcome to Camden Street.
Now in the datasets page, the user is able to ask for dataset metadata. Read details.
Camden Street lighting. This dataset contains the location of Camden Council-owned street lighting across the Borough of Camden, published by London Borough of Camden and United Kingdom.
Then the user can use the following voice command to read all the dataset's contents. Read all.
Now you can use Ctrl plus keyboard arrows to navigate within the data. For example, use Ctrl and down arrow to read the cell below, or use Ctrl and right arrow to read the next cell in the row. To stop this operation and reactivate other voice commands, use the shortcut Ctrl plus space. Row 2, column 1, the value of local authority asset number is 570,787. Row 2, column 2, the value of street name is Lamb's Conduit Passage. Row 2, column 3, the value of ward name is Holborn and Covent Garden.
And this is the demonstration in which we show how to use Wafra for Open Data in order to access open data in portals. To conclude the presentation, it is important to say that the novelty of our approach is twofold: the application of speech synthesis and speech recognition to perform voice-based interactive assistance for browsing open data portals, and a specific support for these portals considering its structure, datasets metadata, and allowing to read aloud tabular data from external resources in a transparent way for users and without requiring any extra effort. Finally, we are looking for people with visual disabilities to perform an experiment with real users in near future. Thank you for your attention and do not hesitate to ask any question.